I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Eria Noroshi is here with me. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I am Eria Noroshi. I am from Bond Live, Gen 3. I debuted April 18th, 2025, so my 1-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon.
Congrats.
And I also stream on Eria as well.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that 1-year anniversary. I hope it's been what you wanted.
It's been a journey.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey. That sounds like I had to go to the store. So when did you get started with VTubing in general?
Well, I started a little bit on my own, like 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it was like a little picture, and I had like the kind of like the Fuki reactive,
Oh yeah.
And so basically I was using that, but I started streaming like way before then.
Mm.
But VTubing, this was recent.
Yeah. What
It hasn't been very long for me.
Well, how did you decide to make that decision to switch to VTubing?
Well, my friends were always like telling me like, hey, you have a good voice. Like, why don't you try? And I've always been like, oh, well, it's not really for me, and I didn't really have the time because I was busy working and doing everything except streaming.
Yeah. Life gets in the way of everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then, just one day, my best friend was like, hey, why don't you just try it? And if you don't like it, then you can quit and say you tried it. And so one day I just, decided, just to look for some stuff, about VTubing. And then I went on TikTok, and I believe the first video that I seen about Eria was from Zuzu. She's a founding streamer on Eria, I believe. Zuzu or something like that. There's like a little dragon, and I was like, oh my god, she's so cute. And so then basically I applied, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm probably not going to hear anything back, because I didn't really expect anything from it. And be like, oh, well, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least you put the effort out, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I applied, I tried. And if I got rejected, I could say, oh, well, I tried.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting an email back. And I was like, oh, I didn't expect to hear anything back from them.
Yeah.
So I was genuinely surprised by it. And then they asked to schedule an interview, and then from there everything just like went really quickly.
Oh man! So just
here I am, almost a year later.
So was it? Once you got the interview and everything, I don't want you to spill secrets or anything about the interview, but was it easier than you thought to get through the interview process?
I was a little nervous, like how I am now, but once I started talking to them, and I got comfortable pretty quickly with them, and it was fairly easy towards the end, and I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah. Does it take a little while for you to warm up in that situation?
Sometimes, because there was like few people interviewing me at the time, so I was kind of nervous
Mm.
because there was like too many people, but it was fine towards the end.
That's when you divide and conquer. Get one of them on your side, and one of them is your enemy.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. The So how did you feel about having an audience like you do in Irium? Because the folks know by now, Irium streaming is not the same as say going on one of the platforms that's streaming. It's a little bit of a different animal.
It's a lot more personal, I'd
Hmm.
say that for sure.
Hmm.
Cuz they're basically like, it's they can't really see anything other than you.
Right.
And so I feel like it feels a bit more personal and a lot more attentive.
Mm.
Um it's not as it was a little nerve-wracking at first, like obviously, because I still get a little nervous every time I go live on Ethereum because I don't know what kind of people are going to come into my chat and what they're going to say.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I can I get I calm down after like a minute or two
Yeah.
because usually just my friends are there and
Yeah.
some new people come in and I introduce myself.
Yeah.
But it's it's not as it's not as bad as if you're streaming on like Twitch or YouTube where they can actually see what you're doing.
Right.
And I feel like if they were to see what I was doing, I would have a little bit more of like performance anxiety about it
Yeah.
because I'm kind of bad at I'm kind of bad at video games, but I
It's an
guess other than that, I
it's endearing. That's just fine. Yeah, everybody likes the underdog. That's perfectly fine. No problem there. Especially if it only works though if you're actually worse than the people who are watching.
yeah, yeah. And sometimes they'll tell me like I'm doing something wrong
Mm.
and like they try to steer me in the right direction and I'm like, well, what am I doing?
I can't turn there. There's nothing there. No, dude, this then fall
Yeah.
off. Yeah, it's
I get bullied sometimes, but that's okay.
yeah. Well, it's hard to accept backseat advice if you don't know what the backseat advice is. Yeah, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Is this even the game you're talking about? Um, with Irium, you pretty much have to be, as you said, you kind of catch as catch can, whatever the folks bring to the table. Do you rather go on with a topic in mind, or do you wait for somebody else to bring the topic?
I try to start out with a topic, but most of the time it's just, when someone comes in and they want to talk about something or if they want to talk about their day, I'll usually just, talk about what they want to talk about.
Mm. Have you learned to be agile when that comes up? Because
Sometimes,
you could have so many topics going on.
sometimes.
Three different people with three completely different conversations going on.
Yeah, yeah. But usually, like, we'll try to stay with like one topic
Mm.
and then we'll move on to the next one and move on from there.
Talk about your favorite dinosaur, and the next one is I stubbed my toe.
And then we have to
Okay,
talk about, someone stubbing their toe
yes.
and from there,
I wasn't
something completely different.
I wasn't done talking about dinosaurs yet. Put everybody to bed
Yeah.
now, and with a put on the night light, and then everybody go to bed. do you have a
Yeah.
Do you have a regular streaming time for when you're on the different platforms?
Yes, I try to stream Monday through Friday at 8 p.m.
Wow.
EST.
Mm.
Um and then I'm usually off on Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm.
And I usually like with other streaming platforms, I'll usually stream while I'm streaming on Ethereum. So kind of like the same time zone, like the same times.
Yeah. Are you able to keep that up because Irium is so quick with the response. There's no lag time basically. But on the
Yeah.
other ones, you tend to have that lag time on the chat.
Yeah. Um, I can usually keep up with both. I'm not sure if that's it's easier done when you're actually doing it
Yeah,
because you go into this like focus, I believe,
yeah,
and you kind of just focus on what you're doing, and occasionally I'll miss something and then I'll have to like scroll back up and reread what they said.
yeah, yeah. That's just that's just tough beans when you're so popular that you can't keep up going with the chat. Too many people are wanting to know what's going on with you.
Sometimes.
So were you always a person who wanted to be up in front of an audience, or is this bringing out the extrovert side of you to be too?
To be fair, I am a complete introvert in
Mm,
real life.
yeah.
So I tend to get um how do I say this? I'm kind of like a recluse in real life, and so all of my human, I guess, considered human interaction is online most of the time.
hmm
So I guess I would say I'm kind of an extrovert online. Um, but yeah, that could be. Yeah, it's definitely bringing out me talking a lot more
hmm hmm Is it?
because I sometimes I have a like before I would have like a hard time talking about myself,
Yeah.
and this kind of helped a lot in a way. So I've been able to make a lot more friends through this than anything, and
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Yeah. It's amazing how that happens with this particular medium and of course Irium right now is U.S. and Canada over here, but when you're on the other platforms, you could be talking with somebody on the other side of the planet from your house,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
I mean, when you sit and think about it, if you've got a couple people in your audience in different parts of the planet, the whole world's watching.
basically, yeah, and that's the really cool part of it
Yeah,
because you can meet so many different people in so many different areas.
yeah. You learn a lot about the people too. About the culture in those areas when you talk with them. But, is that the type of relationship you have with your chat on the let's say the Twitch streams, where you can sit and talk about what they're doing and what you're doing and match them up?
Yeah, yeah. I love asking questions about like what they have, like what kind of shops they have over there, and like um I love asking them questions, especially when I know it's someone not from the US,
hmm
and I'll ask like random questions and I'll get, basically the information what I wanted to know.
Yeah, yeah. From that personal perspective too, not run through whatever corporation you send an email out to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a. Were you a fan of VTubers before, or did you just kind of discover them along the way?
Um I did watch a couple VTubers back when like before I started VTubing.
Yeah.
Um I watched oh shoot, what is her name? Before she graduated.
Uh,
Um Ingura. I
yeah.
watched a little bit of her.
Yeah.
I watched Fuwala and Mokoko.
Yeah.
I watched them. I watched Kenji.
Yeah.
But those are like more recent viewers. Like watched a little bit of Iron Mouse
Mm,
and whatnot. But
yeah.
I usually just watch like I've been watching a lot of Ethereum streamers.
Mm, yeah. It.
Because
There's.
it's easy because the app is already on my phone
Yeah.
and I can just go into whoever's stream and basically just chat, and I don't have to basically feel especially like if they're really popular, like messages aren't really your messages aren't really seen because there's tons of people in there trying to also get their attention.
Yeah, yeah.
So on Ethereum, it's a lot different.
Mm.
Like I said, it's a lot more personal, and you can kind of talk with them, I guess, kind of like a one-on-one,
Yeah,
basically. Even if there's other people there,
yeah,
they'll still read your comments and talk to you.
yeah.
And I really like that.
It's a different situation. I kind of enlighten it to if you're on a Twitch or YouTube streaming, you are kind of talking to a blob of people. I mean,
Mhm.
a group as a whole. And when you're on Irium, you could have the same number of people, but that's the number of conversations you're having. It's one on one several times rather than one on, say, however many is there. The dynamic is a lot different. And have you found yourself at times in situations where it's kind of tough to talk in circles waiting for the next comment?
Mm, Not really, because usually it's like, um,
Somebody will,
usually it's like a few people talking about the same topic, and so one of them will give their input about something, and then another person will add to it.
mm,
So it's not just like, oh, we'll talk about this, like we'll talk about food, and then it'll just stop there. No,
yeah,
like people will just keep adding on to that until we decide to change the subject.
yeah, that's cool. It's a more natural flow that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it kind of more like a sitting around the campfire type of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Where
That's a perfect analogy.
yes, every once in a while I hit a good one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hit ones that don't make any sense to me as I'm saying them. It's just like having a cat and a grilled cheese sandwich. No, it doesn't make any sense. Uh, but here you've got everybody gets to contribute to the overall conversation that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And nobody really feels left out.
mm, yeah. That's a little tough to do in the other type of streaming because if that stream is going by so fast, somebody stopping in and just saying hi, it may not get through.
Exactly. Exactly. And on Miriam, like someone will say hi, and the streamer will look at it and say hi back, like probably as quickly as they said it.
Sometimes quicker,
Yeah, sometimes quicker.
which is
Yeah.
which is pretty scary at times. I've got to the point where I can't even lurk on Ethereum very well. I've got
Yeah, because we see the little pictures and we'll click to see who it is so that way we can see, or the name will pop up and then the picture will pop up
yeah, yeah.
and we'll be able to see your name before you even load in.
It's like, oh, Eric Loy interviews. Yeah, hi, how you doing? Like, oh, I'm just don't mind
Yeah.
me. I'm just in the background working on interviews. That's what I'm doing. Um, so when you got a chance to do some um, content creation, what was the impetus behind that? What was it? Did you always, as a young person, have that inside you? You want to be creative and show people what you could do?
Um, I'm not really that much of a creative person.
Mm,
I feel like YouTubing has brought a lot out of me that I didn't really know that I had in me. Um, I started drawing.
yeah,
I never really used to do much except like read and watch videos on my phone.
right.
But now I'm like drawing and playing games with people, and it's really brought a lot out of me.
Yeah, you just started recently getting into art, did you?
Yeah, recently, yeah.
Oh, that puts you so
I was
far ahead of me.
I was interested in a little bit like in my teen years, and I never really did much with it
Mm,
until now because I'm just like, I want to be able to draw cute pictures for my friends and other VTubers and my fans,
yeah,
and because it's a nice gift, a nice gesture.
yeah. How is it going so far? Are you pleased with
Um,
where you're at?
I feel like I could do better.
Mm.
I'm still learning. I have this thing where my hands are really shaky,
Uh-huh.
and so my lines are not as crisp as I want them to be.
Yeah.
But people are like, that adds to your charm.
Yeah. They call that squiggle vision.
Yeah.
the old the old there used to be cartoons drawn that way, and people were like, "What is that?" Well, it's squiggle vision. I get that too every once in a while, where of course, mine's from age more than anything else, and I'll be writing down some information from a phone call and look down at it. I have no idea what I just wrote. I think that's a D, or it's just a squiggle. I don't know. uh,
Thank God for technology because now we can just type stuff in notes or record calls.
yes, yes, that is, especially where I work. I work at a police station, so you really want to know what's going on when they call.
Definitely. So you can record
Yep,
anything and everything you want
yep,
or type anything down you need instead
yes,
of having to write everything down
yeah,
and try to figure out if you wrote something incorrectly or
yeah,
figure out how to spell something because your phone or your tablet or your laptop will just auto correct it for you. But
yeah.
that's also a bad thing at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, it certainly is, especially when you're trying to do names and they autocorrect the names. Or it says, no, it's not toaster. That's their name is spelled that way. So are you drawing on pen and paper, or are you drawing on a computer?
Uh, I have a tablet. I bought a tablet
Yeah.
because I wanted to do art with it a lot more,
Hmm.
and I can show some of your. I can send you some of the doodles that I've done.
Yeah, we'll put
Um,
that on right here. I'll add that into the video right here. So I'm marking it down, folks. Don't look, I'm marking things down. Don't look behind the camera.
okay.
There we go. Yeah, they'll be right here. We'll put that up. So with um, when you started doing this, was it shocking to you that you had that inside you, or was it like, yeah, I knew I could do this?
It's been pretty shocking to me because I'm like, wow, I really did that.
Yeah, it's and now you to show it to other people is a totally different thing. You can write in your notebook, you can save something in your computer, but now you're showing it to other people. Um, how did you get the confidence to do that?
I still get nervous about it, but I'm sure they'll like it. If they don't like it, well, then I'll still have more time to practice.
Yeah. have you gotten have you gotten that artist's attitude of it's never done?
Mm, no,
Oh,
not yet, at least. Not
yeah,
yet, at least.
yeah. I interviewed the artist and like, yeah, well, I still go back to something I made 15 years ago. Work on, like, no,
I don't have that yet. I
it's
hope I don't get that.
it's done. Stay away. Slap. You don't need.
I have this thing where once I start something, I have to finish it.
Ah, well,
Yeah,
that would be
I'm
interesting for
I'm
you.
the
Yeah, that would
I'm
be
that type of person.
yeah, that would be interesting for you in commissions. If you get to that point, you'd have to be one at a time.
I've done several doodles in a day, and I did too much to where my hand later that night was cramping up.
Oh,
And I was like, well, I kind of have to do one at a time, or at least one a day.
you, you add that up to having the hands get shaky every once in a while, and then you have everything just flying out of your
Mhm.
hands at a moment's notice. Uh,
Yeah.
and
It was really bad the next day because the my hands were super sore. Well, my
mhm.
hand was super sore, and my lines were atrocious. So I was like, you know what, scrap this. I'm gonna give it another day.
We're just going to call that practice. Go to the next
Yep.
one. Well, one thing good too is having the undo button.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's my best friend right now.
yes. Yeah. When I was a kid, we didn't have undo buttons. We just had the big pink erasers. After
They
about,
had some super big ones for the really, really big mistakes.
yeah, after a couple times, you just erased right through the paper. You couldn't use it anymore. And there were some people who actually would. I think I've told this before. Some people would use the same piece of paper for every assignment.
Oh,
They'd write it in pencil and then erase it and use it again. And I'm like,
oh.
why? I don't even know. I didn't really ask it, but I was thinking that's a lot of effort.
That is a lot of effort when you can just get a new sheet of paper.
Just borrow one from somebody. Steal one or something. Use the back of a
Yeah.
milk carton or something. Don't be doing that stuff. Um, so have you've been doing doodles for the? Have you been taking like commission type things yet?
Not just. I feel like I'm not good enough to take them yet, but my friends are like, you can do like $5, $10 ones, but I'm just like, I'm not. I'm not. I feel like I'm not good enough yet. I feel
Uh,
like I need more practice.
yeah. Well, again, it's a thing that you have to get comfortable with, and when you're comfortable with it yourself, and you're already comfortable enough to show it to other people, that's a big step. That is,
Yeah,
yeah,
because before I would keep it in my gallery
yeah.
and not show anybody, and then delete it later on.
But no one could possibly see where it is in the recycle bin.
Hmm. Exactly. No
And
one can see them except me because they were ugly.
so did you? I mean, you said you drew a little bit in high school. Was it the doodling in the notebook type of stuff?
Yeah, doodling on like assignments and in my notebook and on random sheets of paper, chalkboard, blackboards.
The teacher would come in and, well, I was going to use the blackboard for something, but that's a pretty nice picture.
It
We're going
was
to leave
usually
the.
just like in the corners, not nothing too big, but usually just like in the corners.
We had one fellow in our class. You got to remember this is the early 1980s, so it was a whole different universe. Who used to call himself Rick Ferrari. That wasn't his
Oh.
name, but he wanted to be called Rick Ferrari, and he would actually turn in his papers with a instead of signing it, he would draw a picture of a Ferrari in the corner
Oh
and
my
hand it in.
gosh.
He was pretty cool.
That's hilarious. But that's so cool.
Yeah,
And instead of a signature, he draws a cool car.
yeah, and it's not even his name. I was like, hey, man, I hope I'm that cool someday. Never was that cool. Still not. You can't draw a thing.
I
Could
want to be
barely.
cool like that too. What?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even draw my name correctly most of the time. My name's 7 letters long. It's just looks like a scribble with an E and maybe a Y at the end of it. You should have to sign transmitter logs every night for every 2 stations 5 nights a week for about 25 years. So by then I was like, I'm done.
That'll do it.
Yeah. If
That'll
somebody
do it.
if
Yeah.
if somebody has a signature that you can read, it's not mine.
Yeah, mine too. Mine
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Especially when I have to take my kiddos to the doctor and I have to sign all these papers and whatnot. And
Oh.
I'm usually just scribbling at the end,
Y-
towards the end of it, because I'm just like, they're not going to be able to read it anyway. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Oh man. And you get the situation where you have more than one sick with the same thing.
Yes.
Oh, like the flu or something.
That was recent. A few days ago, actually.
Oh. And
My oldest got sick, and then my daughter got sick, and then I got sick, and then it was awful.
yeah.
So I'm still recovering from that.
Oh, is it the same ick that everybody's been getting?
It was a really bad stomach virus.
Ooh. Now we had the norovirus
Uh,
earlier this year. That was bad enough.
yeah,
That hurt a lot.
it
Yeah.
was it was a really bad stomach virus.
Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. Yeah,
We're getting better though.
good. Good. Yeah. My wife managed to bring home a flu-like symptom from our grandkids and give it to me.
Oh,
I was like,
I love that.
yeah.
Kids are so gross. Oh, I love my kids to death, but kids are so gross. They pick up everything, put it in their mouths. They're
Oh
around
yeah.
other kids who are sick, and they bring it home to you,
Yep.
and then you're sick.
Yep. Yep. And then you're wondering why didn't I get that vaccine instead of the other vaccine? I'm old enough now where they like throw flu vaccines at you. You know, you go into the store and they're like they've got these vaccines like darts and they fling them at you. Take this one and this one and this one. And I guess I didn't get the right one for that particular type of flu this year. But
That's
it
horrible. I tried to get my kids the flu vaccine and myself the flu vaccine,
yeah,
just so that way we're a little prepared for when it does happen.
yeah, yeah. And then something else gets through. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. But that's a guessing game for them, which one's going to be the big one this year. But the
it's awful.
stomach stuff is just tough to take. As a parent, that's got to be tough to see. Um,
Most of the time, you take your kids to the doctor and they tell you, well, it's a virus. We can't really do much about it. So
yeah,
just Tylenol, Motrin. I'm like,
yeah,
I could have just kept them home and did this at home because I
yeah,
already know.
yeah.
But I was scared it was something else. So I brought them here. And you're telling me I could have just did this out.
Oh, I could have saved the money. Could have done that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gas prices.
Oh, the gas prices are horrible. One time my sister was about 2.5 years younger than me, and when we were growing up, we both had this terrible flu. I mean, she ran 103 and I ran 105. And that I got to tell you, the world gets so much different at 105.
Everything hurts and your eyeballs hurt.
Yes, and the room gets a real bright color and starts to spin.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like, I wonder how many brain cells is being baked right now in my head. Have you?
That's, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
it's interesting. Have you had that situation where you've had to keep an eye on a temperature between both kids?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, and it was a struggle.
uh,
I'm telling you, it was a struggle. I
yeah,
had to put both of them in the tub to try to cool them down
yeah.
because it was like 3 a.m. and they were both extremely hot and they wanted to lay in bed with me. And so I have two burning hot kids making me sweat and they're sweating. And I was like, you know what? Everybody's getting in the tub.
Yes, everyone in the tub. I
You're
actually,
both getting in the tub.
I actually got into to the tub, and the water was not cold, but it felt cold.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why is the water cold? I know it. I used the H, hot. Like, oh, that's what happens
Your
when,
body's
yeah,
so hot. It's like the hot water feels cold. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, that's really, really bizarre. And then, and now there are people who pay you money for that type of experience.
Right?
Like, no,
Right?
don't do that.
Like saunas and stuff.
No,
Crazy. I could never go into one of those. I would die.
I, I used to do that to try and beat a weight loss thing,
Hmm.
where I'd cheat all week and then jump in the sauna the last day. I had a routine: sauna, shower, hot tub, sauna, shower, hot tub, and then I'd maybe drop 5 pounds in a day. And I was like, "Well, that's probably really healthy there, Eric." But then I'd go eat another quarter pounder. I'd be
Oh,
I'd be fine after
love
that.
those.
So, now that you're on and you're established, a year now with Bond Live, congratulations for that. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
what have you got as far as goals? Is there something you really want to do on stream that you haven't been able to do yet?
Um, hmm. Well, I joined a group called Digital Doghouse,
Uh-huh.
and I've already been in a group collab.
Oh,
So I
cool.
feel like that was one of my goals,
Yeah.
and I've already done that.
Yeah.
And I just want to be able to make like little keychains and merch and stuff.
Oh,
I've made a few keychains. I've made a few keychains um to and sent them out to badge holders.
yeah.
So my boyfriend has one,
Yes. He
and
better
then
have
a
one.
few other followers have one.
He better not ever
So they
lose it.
have keychains of me.
Yeah, cool. So,
I don't even have a keychain of myself.
yeah.
But I believe three or four keychains have been made.
Cool.
So they're very special.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
very rare.
And the boyfriend better not ever lose it. That's all I can say. They
Oh
know.
no, he keeps her still in the plastic, uh, the little protective case because he's scared that he's gonna scratch her. And I was like, well, she's a keychain, so you're gonna have to take her out and put her on your keys. He's like, no, she's too beautiful. Like I don't wanna
Oh,
mess her up. And I'm just like, I can
oh,
get you another one.
oh man. I gotta give him credit. I mean, he's laying it on thick.
Oh yeah, he. It's like he's protecting her
Yes.
from getting hurt or something. And
Yes.
I'm just like, she's a keychain.
I bow to his greatness. he's doing good. I can tell because you're giggling at it. It's perfect.
He's something. He's wonderful.
Well, I mean, you're pretty good yourself here. I mean, you're doing awful good for yourself, don't you think?
I'd say yeah. I'd say I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you're on a couple of different things. You got this new group that you're mentioning you're part of the digital, was it digital dog pound or something like that?
Digital doghouse.
Doghouse.
Yes, digital doghouse.
When you first said it, you said I've already been. I thought you were going to say kicked out.
Oh no, 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 no. I'm actually a founder of one of the founders of Digital Doghouse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty surreal,
Yeah.
honestly, because I've met some really amazing people,
Yeah. Well,
and I hope we can continue to be friends, even if I eventually decide that I don't want to be a VTuber anymore.
uh, but what would what would
But
what would be what would be something that would cause you to think again about being a VTuber?
um, if anything, it'll probably just be something with my kids
Yeah.
because my kids are my everything.
Well, of course.
They're my life.
Yeah.
And I'm
Absolutely.
basically just doing this as like a little hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you're enjoying yourself, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good hobby. It's a good
Yeah.
hobby to have.
I've talked to a few folks who are have kids and are doing this as well, and there's I think it's amazing that they're able to do all of this together. I mean, being a parent in this day and age is I take my hat off to anybody who is a real parent in this day and age anyway. Um, and and being able to find a little time for yourself to be creative is so good, I think, for you. Um, I'm diagnosing you from across the planet. Isn't that nice? Uh, I play one on TV.
it's
I'm fine. But I imagine it.
it's nice.
Yeah, I imagine
It's
it.
nice
Yeah,
that I've had time to myself to be able to have a hobby like this.
yeah. But
And my kids, well, my kids they're wonderful.
yeah,
They're great.
yeah.
Um,
Do they know you're
but
a
I know
VTuber?
as they get older, it's going to be a little harder to try to keep up this hobby for myself.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I'm able to do it for now.
I mean, do they know you're a VTuber?
No. My
Ah,
son, he's 8 years old
yeah.
and he doesn't really know much about the internet and He just knows like Roblox and Fortnite and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
My
TikTok videos.
yeah.
My daughter, she will be 1.
Hmm.
So she's still a little too young to know about
Yeah.
the internet,
You
and
have
she
to
just knows that there's a silly little lady on TV that makes her smile.
be. Yeah. My grandsons are 10 and almost 1. Um, they
Such
had.
a it's such a it's such a beautiful age that they're in,
Oh yeah.
because they'll let you cuddle with them, and you're still able to get the I love yous, and can I have a hug
Yeah.
and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it's and then as they get older, you don't get that.
Yeah. Well, my wife will because she's the grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandpa will get the hey whack slap on the back type stuff. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, I am bad grandpa anyway for the most part. I'm the one that teaches them how to raspberry and that type of stuff. When I taught Wyatt and his mom came around the corner and he looked there and she looked at me. You did this. I go, yes, I did. I'm very proud.
Oh, my parents are trying to teach my daughter how to do some like little things here and there in Spanish, and I'm just like, nothing's really sticking just yet. So thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh, well, I really wish I'd have learned second language early. Um, anything. Just I feel bad that all of that was out there and I didn't take advantage of it in a way. Because I'd like to know what they're talking about. I'd like to. There's a great deal of Spanish speaking community around our area, and I feel
Mm.
terrible that I'm not able to speak with them and make any sense. I mean, I can.
Most of the time, they'll know a little bit of English, and you'll be able to have a good conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I can almost count to 20, and I can tell them where the exits are because I watched Sesame Street when I was a kid. But that's that's about it.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good show to watch for
yeah.
some Spanish.
Dose. Thank you. And I was at that age watching it where my grandparents would bring me out in front of my great uncles and say, "Count to 10 in Spanish." Okay. Um,
And you're just like, oh, I have to do this again. Okay.
okay. Don't ask me to go any further than 16, okay? I don't know. It starts getting into complicated things. Um, so when you're on stream, what type of games are you playing?
I usually am playing with my boyfriend and my sister,
Hmm.
and we'll usually like flip between Fortnite and Roblox.
Uh-huh.
Roblox has so many different games, and I didn't ever realize how many games that are on there of different games that we have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like yesterday I found, or the day before, I found this game that is similar to Pokemon. And it's amazing because all these, like little game creators have a game that's in this game, and it's amazing.
It
And
did.
I've played so many different games on there.
It really, well, it was a good idea for them to allow the developers to allow that to happen because it certainly has lengthened the lifespan of the game by doing that.
A
And
lot of the games are really well made, and I'm surprised.
yeah, yeah. Well, there's creative people out there doing creative things. I mean, you're doing it now. Getting into artwork and hopefully dropping some merch on us this year sometime. Uh,
Hopefully,
yeah,
that's another goal of mine. I want to be able to get some more merch out.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's I think that's something that you can look forward to, and then later on when the kids are old enough, you can have them manufacture it.
Right?
Yeah, you have your own little sweatshop.
Oh. Yes.
Now, for your chore this week, I need you to manufacture 100,000 keychains. Go. And what are they going to say? Hey, they don't know any
They
better.
can't really say no.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and aim real high so when they don't make it, you still get the number you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, putting it all in a nutshell, you found something here that you can get, still be the mom, still be you outside of what you're doing, but you get to experience a little more social life. You get to kind of spread your wings a little bit and enjoy the company of other people without having to, you know, get a babysitter and take out from the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but pretty cool.
That's the good thing about it, because
Yeah,
I don't have to leave my house.
yeah, yeah. And I'm to say we're able to keep some setting it, but your situation is different. I mean, you got a lot of things going on, and you could be holding a child. Probably not on Erie, and probably wouldn't work so much.
I've had her in my arms while streaming on Ethereum,
Yes.
and her face was actually being tracked at one point
Oh,
by the camera.
now that's funny.
And so they just got like an endless stare, because babies don't blink very much.
No, no.
And so they got like an endless stare from me.
That's cool. Now, oh, I have to ask you too. Being a mom and the kids not knowing what's going on, do you have a situation where you're recording things and keeping them, or are you wanting to have any type of archive that they'll find out later?
Nah, I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same person, like same personality
Mm,
that I have with them
yeah.
is basically the same personality that I have while I'm streaming.
Yeah.
I'm the same goofy, loud, kind of mean person.
Meme lord.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I don't act any different
Yeah.
than how I would in real life. So
Yeah.
people get just me.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty dang good, if I may say so myself. I can see why a lot of people want to come and be a part of your streams. You're really easy to talk with, and it just so your voice is so welcoming naturally. Um, Again, not a lot of sharp voices on anything like that. Although I imagine if the kids did something wrong, there'd be a sharp voice or two. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's just so natural sounding, and that is such a big thing that people will.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. I've been told I have a really relaxing voice.
Yeah, and for people can settle in very quickly and know you're not putting on airs. And as you said, this is you.
Yep, it's just me.
Yeah. Well,
Just me.
folks.
I'm a little awkward at times, but I'm just me.
Well, it's pretty damn good, is what it is. We're going to have the links in the description for this interview. And Eria, thank you so much for coming on. It's always a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
And
Thank you so much for having me. I
and
really appreciate it.
thank you. Say hi to the young ones and tell that boyfriend he's doing pretty good.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully we'll have you on again sometime. We'll see you on Irium.
Yes, thank you. Please come by.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.